Good morning. I will make this to me. This member will please be on me. So before proceeding, I just want to have a plug. So I just want to so we provide a supportive and positive learning experience. To develop communication. Self-confidence. So before proceeding, we have so the basic three rounds which we have, we will not talk about the sex and the politics. And those who are online, so they should keep their microphone off when they are not talking, and also they are not present in the meeting. Those who are silent mode, and I'm requesting you all who are joining offline and online to join our WhatsApp group. So all name will be shared to the WhatsApp group, so you can participate in the polling group. Okay, so over to you, our President Ali. Good morning, everyone. And I apologize for the delay. It's okay, like if we have some delay or it's the goal or the journey that we take and the destination we want to achieve. We have taken few steps in coming. This won't be an issue, and I assure you that from coming meeting, we would be having a better and seamless meeting. Without ado, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Farah to present the book of the week. For the guests, we usually present the book at the start of the meeting, and we recommend all to just go through it and have a gist about it. So basically, Parag will be presenting a gist to you and summarizing a whole sort of book in 1 or 2 minutes. But it is up to you how you take it forward. So I request all the members and also all the guests uh, joining a meeting online, please stay back till the end. Don't feel like alienated. We would be including you during the table topic session. So over to you, Parag.
I'm here to talk on it's by Stephen R. Covey, Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. I hope that you might have heard about this book. All the field of our life. So, we all know what is habit. When we born and when we learn to walk, right, then we get from a habit. It speaks of seven habits. So I talk those habits. So number one is proactive. Here, Covey says that you have to be proactive, not reactive, because proactive is just opposite reactive. For example, there is a situation in our life, so we become reactive and we begin to blame. Should be proactive here. And second, that is always keep your mind, keeping this end in your mind. For example, I have and fear, what will happen? In any situation, if you keep hand in your mind, you will get, confidence. And number three, put first thing in first. So here, 5 minutes we discussed, right? How we can put the urgent, most urgent, and then urgent that is not important, and then important but not time. Right? Put it think first. And number four, think win-win. So you have to think win-win means you have to care other person too. Five is about seek to understand and to be understood. But understand people first. And the number six is synergize. We have to be very open, right? And we have to accept others as they are. People know what you expect. And last, that is sharpen the sword. What purpose we have come here to sharpen our, confidence, sharpen our public speaking. So, Tony says that we have to constantly learn daily. So that is the book of our strengths, and it will help you to grow. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. I won't steal the thunder of Toastmaster of the day, but would set the tone for the meeting. So I would just spare a minute or so to present a safety topic. A safety movement because it's important for the members as well as the government. So the monsoon has onset and usually the roads are quite slippery. So I urge you all to don't overspeed the limit. Try to be in the speed limit because it might be slippery out there. There might be waterlogging in some areas, so try to be cautious about it. That there might be a pothole somewhere there or sewage drain might be open. So do take diligence of it and be conscious while you are driving on the road. And I just wanted to highlight again one more thing is that important aspects which would take you a long way is your behavioral skills. How you behave with a person, how you behave in a particular situation. Just to give an example, I had a different anecdote, but we have one in we must just now observe it. So we face challenge in day-to-day life. How we situation take it as a challenge and or as an opportunity as well. So behavioral skills are how you behave in a particular situation, how you interact with people. That would take you long way rather than giving up. A small anecdote which I thought and it's important for the situation. Wherever you are in a particular, like in your lifestyle, like if you get rich or anything, always stay humble. Try to look out for people and help them out. So with that, I mean, without further ado, I would like to call upon the most agile member of our club and who is a Toastmaster of the day. It's with an app thing to take it forward. Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adil, for sharing your words of wisdom, and a very good morning to one and all. Before we start today's theme, let me explain the different segments of Toastmasters meeting, which is usually for the benefits of guests that we have. The first session we have is the prepared speeches session, where with after thorough preparation. Then we have table topics, which is one of the most amazing sessions we have in any Toastmasters meeting, wherein the guests will be given an opportunity to speak impromptu without any preparation. Then we have evaluations, wherein evaluators will be sharing their valuable feedback, take the speakers, their speech to the next level. This is how any Toastmasters meeting is divided. Now we have a tag team to support us that consists of the timer and our counter and the comedian. So I would like to first call upon stage timer. Timer comes, Toastmaster comes to explain the rules.
Hello everyone. I have different members for today. So as timer goes, I will be noticing each participant's timing. Our time is 9:06. The timing is 5 to 7 minutes. For 5 minutes, I will show green card. For 6 minutes, I will show yellow card. And for 7 minutes, I will show red card. Also, evaluator there is timing. For evaluator, there is a time for 2 to 3 minutes. For 2 minutes, I will show green. I will show green card. For 2.5 minutes, I will also last table topics table topics which is so I will table topics which is I will show timing is 1 minute I will show red card green card 1.5 yellow card 2 minute red card for
Please welcome Toastmaster Adil to share his rules.
Again, so I am here as an art counter. I just wanted to ask how many of you consciously know how many times you say "ah" or repeat a word? Can anyone answer this question? And probably the answer is no, because "ah," "so," "like," or words that we repeat, it tends to come out unconsciously, and we don't know about it. In a flow, these words tend to come out, and we don't know about it. So I am here as a conscious person helping you out in this silly mistake which we tend to say, because sometimes if we keep on saying in between, it tend to distract the audience and also take away the shine of the speech. So I would be a conscious person who help you out throughout this. Thank you.
Now we have Chameleon Toastmaster Cadet, who is one of our seasoned members of our club. So I will welcome Toastmaster Cadet to share his roles and responsibilities.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Today I am the grammar here. The guests and members I would like to share a grammar. The very famous woman. To be for her ornaments. If you know ornaments are not good, entire soul goes great. And any grammatical serious error is you. Entire speaking, you remember where he made mistake. Please take care of grammar. My role today is to see the major grammatical error. I will not comment on minor things. My report will be very short. And I will also say who has to use the good phrases in the recipe. That will also give you a speech. So I ask everybody to be grammatically correct because Gujarati is a tendency to be very long in grammar. So I would like everybody to improve that and also use good phrases like I will be today. Good one.
Thank you, our board players, for explaining the roles and responsibilities. Now we shall begin with today's theme. Start. Let me ask you, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear this? Yeah, yes, absolutely. Anyone else? So I think we all think this way. We are not at the right time to start something new or to start something that we are passionate about. And while sharing this meeting's poster, Toastmaster Mansoor put it aptly that it's never too late to start work. It's never too late to do what makes you happy. This reminds me of one of the incident where I was talking to one of my friends, and he told me, I wanted to study abroad, but I got late. And then he said he wanted to learn guitar, but it's not the right time. The one simple question that I asked, according to you, was the right time. That made him speechless. I think this way, and we have been through this phase in our life at least once when we have thought we are not at the right time. We are not at the right time to start again. But life has different plans. Because the moment we allow ourselves to think like this, push ourselves into comfort zone, which is a great place to live in, but nothing goes there. So the point that I want to put here is that there is no right time to start something that is you are passionate about. What we all know is time is free, but what we don't realize is time is priceless. And how we utilize this time that makes all the difference. Because in life, there is no fast forward, there is no rewind, or there is no pause. We can press rewind button when we want to change something from our past. We can press fast forward button to see how our actions will look like in the future. Or we can press pause button to really want to. But that's not how life is. And life don't goes the way that we plan it to, but it goes the way that is meant to make us a strong personality as an individual. Now, the question arises, what are the different challenges that we face that makes us think this way, too late to start? So today, I will be touching upon three major challenges that we face that makes us think this way. And the first is, I'm too old to do this. Since our childhood, when we were in 9th or 10th grade, this idea was conceptualized in our mind that in 2 years' time we will be completing our higher education. This time we will be completing our graduation from choice. Then we will be starting our careers with one of the great organizations. That doesn't happen all the time. because we have seen people who graduated at the age of 21, and there are people who graduated at 25 and they found are people who are happily single at 30, are people who get married at 25 or 26, but their relationship doesn't work out. They don't have love that way. And there are people who find their passion at 50 or 55 because they don't allow the age factor to hold them back from achieving their dreams. Is that we all go as per our time, that things happen according to our clock. We might think way behind, we might think we are too far, but we are exactly. So, like everything happens at its own pace. And this reminds me that we have a scheduled agenda for this. We can start with today's first segment of the speech, which is feedback speeches. We have amazing speakers today, Paresh, Nitanji, and PM Bharat. It's time to call on stage our first speaker, PM Bhavesh. But before calling him on the stage, I will first call his evaluator, TM Sanchita, to call out his speech objectives. TM Sanchita.
Thank you, GMOD. Good morning, everybody. My target speaker, Toastmaster Bhavesh, is going to give his second speech from level 1. His path is persuasive influence. The title of the speech is India and its history we should be proud of. The purpose of the speech is to present a speech and receive a feedback. Timer, please note the time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Bhavesh, all the best, and over to you, TMOD.
So I will call Toastmaster Bhavesh on the stage. Present the speech. PM Bhavesh, India and its history we should be proud of. India and its history we should be proud of. PM Bhavesh. Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. So today's speech is so I have prepared a small PPT about my speech, and it is an interactive speech, so you can also participate into it a little bit. So just to start with, can you guess what this picture is all about? Yes. It is located in Jaipur, and it is the largest sundial of the world. This place has sun machine which can actually predict the time in seconds. And the oldest and ancient of the people and archaeologists have come and visited this place. Most of the people in our room may be aware, may not be aware that this machine can have 18 different type of machines along with it, which can supplement to it. And it was built in 1700s by Raja Jai Singh. So we have been believing that we have a technology, we do not have a technology, but technology was there before 5. Can you see this picture? This is a Varaha avatar. This is the third avatar of the Vishnu out of the total 10 Dashavatars. It shows that it has an earth in his tusk, and he is holding and taking out from the ocean. We all were not knowing that whether our shape of the earth, but our ancient people, our archaeologists, they were aware that the earth was gold. That's why it has been narrated in our literatures like Upanishad and Vedas that Dhruv gold. Over and above this, there is a word called Jagat. Jagat, जिसकी गति है वो. Our people have used this word in our Vedas and Upanishads, and we, Europeans and Americans were not knowing, and they have seen with their telescope. But our ancient people were aware, and it was used in our Vedas very judiciously, that Jagat, something that rotates on its earth. Anybody from South India here? So Arundhati Vasistha is a something which, it is an Indian ritual which people has been following, and people has been following during their marriage. In South India, whenever a couple gets married, they have to go out after a marriage and look at the star and follow these two stars. Of course, these stars exactly rotate like a husband and wife in their life. So before 5,000 years also, this ritual has been followed in India. And without a telescope, our people have ability to grasp this, that this is something which will hold us forward. This is a pillar that is situated just close to Qutub Minar. What is the important thing about this? This has been produced before 2400 years by our ancients and our aristocrats in those days, and this is completely rustless. The archaeologists and material scientists across the world have visited this place to find out how it is built, what is behind it. So the beauty of this pillar is that this pillar has used iron which was produced from those days and extracted out of that particular thing, which has a very quality. So the reason we should be proud of such history, because our this is a testimony for the world that we have produced. We all are we have been thinking that zinc production, how zinc is produced. Actually, zinc is produced from the iron ore and it is extracted out of in the furnace. Exactly at 997 degrees becomes into a liquid phase, and at 1000 degrees it becomes vapor. So in those 3 degrees time, you have to extract this material, otherwise it will evaporate. So our people before 4000 years, they have this technology through which we have been putting furnace at the top of the vessel, and we have been extracting at the bottom side. Putting a furnace at the bottom. So this we have been the largest manufacturer of zinc for the 4000 years. But in 5500 years ago, some Chinese and Europeans has extracted that technology, and it has been again passed it on to us. You all know about the Vasco da Gama and Christopher Columbus. So Christopher Columbus had started to find out, his journey. But eventually he found America. That's why the basic people of America are still called as Indians. Vasco da Gama came to India, and he has mentioned in his literatures also that exactly the 3 times the size of his ship was a ship owned by Indians in those days. So we are having a technology of those ships. All this literature is available in the Europe, literatures. So you can do that. So this is just a brief which I want to highlight, because this is something which is very unique. But this is exactly where our Toastmaster and our Indian history matches. It has a unique culture. It has a diverse concept, and there is learning and implementation of the new technique is always there. So it is always a motivation for all of us to go deep and be agile. We have to start somewhere. We have to do always good. Right? Thank you.
for this wonderful speech and sharing the captivating visual. Now it's time to call upon stage our second speaker, who is one of the most seasoned members of our club and who brings enormous amount of energy on this stage, PM Gitanjali. But before calling her on the stage, I will call PM Yogesh on the stage to call out her speech objectives.
Our speaker, Toastmaster Gitanjali, Toastmaster Gitanjali is going to attend a level 3 project 2 from the past engaging humor. Her project is of connect audience with storytelling, and the purpose of the speech is to practice storytelling as a speech or within a speech. The total time durations for the timer is 5 to 7 minutes. Best of luck.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Now let's call upon stage PM Gitanjali. PM Gitanjali, the little naughty nut, PM Gitanjali.
Thanks, Toastmaster of the Day. I'm audible.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Our childhood memories are timeless treasure of the heart. Namaskar and very good morning to each one of you. Today I am here with the saga of little naughty girl Jova. She was not a simple girl like Miss Muffet of famous nursery rhyme, but very mischievous and hard nut to crack. She was one of the most naughtiest girls of her age, very famous in her building because of her pranks and misdeeds. It was the time of 1960s. Life was simple. No TV, no mobile, no internet. Radio was the only electrical gadget of entertainment. All the children were busy in indoor and outdoor games. Life was much, much happier than what it is now. Jova's life was awesome and full of excitement. She was very carefree and self-motivated girl. Whatever she wished to do, she used to do. Pammi, Buddo, Tina, and Rinky were her best friends, and she was the ringleader of all of them. They were known as the famous Naughty Five. Jova, being the youngest at home, always a troublemaker in the kitchen. Often, the cap of the sugar bottle was missing. Inside the biscuit box, only the wrapper was found. Field jars of coconut laddus became half within an hour. Everyone knew who the culprit was. Many a time she got good scolding from her parents, but nothing moved her. She never used to pay heed on their scoldings, but she always used to distribute all the tables among her friends. On her 7th birthday, Ma invited all her best friends. No cake, no ice cream, but it was a grand party with gulab jamun, barfi, tea, puri and chole. All the 5 friends had a gala time. They danced to the tune of popular songs of those times, such as "Kya karu Ram, mujhe buddha mil gaya," "Lal chhadi maidan khadi," "Yahoo, koi mujhe jangli hai," etc. Her friends gifted her the book Arabian Nights. She loved that book. Many a time she read that book and she wished to have her own genie. Like a mad girl, one day she cut her palm just to get her own genie. When mother came to know about that, she started laughing at her and told everyone about the matter. All known people of the building started making fun of her. To reply all the fun makers, she used to show her tongue like this way. Slowly, she realized that her super genies are none other than her parents because they fulfill all her wishes. Joba's Ishwa, her parental aunt, was an amazing pickle maker. Just lift the lid of the jar and the whole room was filled with wonderful aroma of Java often used to steal pickles from Ishima's pickle jar for herself and for her friends. But most of the time she was caught by her Ma and Ishima. A little drop of pickle oil on her face and frog here and there always exposed her theft. No scolding, no reminders stop her doing all the naughtiness. Choba, that naughty girl, is standing in front of you with gray hair in front of you. Still, I feel the sweetness of those bygone years. I can visualize that little girl licking the pickle oil or stealing biscuits from Ma's kitchen, playing pranks on others, tying the shoelaces of guests, the shoes which were left outside the room or house. Everything makes me nostalgic. I know no wealth of the world can bring those beautiful days to me, but certainly those wonderful moments are always with me till my last. Though I am 67, but inside me there is a heart as young as 7 years old. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Toastmaster, we thank you for sharing this little knowledge story about you. Now it's time to call upon stage our third speaker, who makes us even more prouder with his presence. But before calling him on the stage, I will call Toastmaster Nikhil to call out his speech objectives. Toastmaster Nikhil.
So today's third speaker is PM Parag, and his pathway is presentation mastery. The objective of this pathway is how we can make a connection with the audience and how audience can respond to it. He is at the level number 3, and the objective of level 3 speech is how you can present your viewpoint or your thoughts with persuasive speaking along with facts, numbers, and analytics. So this is all the best, PM Parag. Timer, this time is 5 to 7. Thank you.
Please help me welcome Toastmaster Parag on the stage. Toastmaster Parag, human acquisition, Toastmaster Parag.
I am Parag, serving as police inspector in Vadodara city, and I'm really feeling good that I have started to see people offline. And okay, before I start my topic, I would like to share my, one experience with you. It's once upon a time, I remember that it was 2020, fine, July months, right? It was time of this monsoon. One project on my computer, and suddenly he appeared before me. Why appeared? Because I was busy with my computer, and I did not notice of his appearance. He appeared me. I had to tell him, Papa, I have one difficulty. My hand, and he was in third standard, right? So he how hard I tried to memorize the knowledge, the facts like name of prime minister, the name of certain places, right? Name of certain Nobel awardees. But when it comes in sequence, I really felt frustrated. I did not remember it when it is asked by my teacher in sequence. So, what type of help do you want from me? I asked, Papa, you are a policeman, you are a police officer, and I hope you are Superman, and you also doing some PhD and research work, because I was at the time I was doing my MPhil, so his daddy is like encyclopedia, right? And mother is the best, the most beautiful woman of the world. So child must have, great expectation from me. So friends, do you know, at that time, I really was very serious and thinking, yes, it makes sense that of, research, that how can we memorize something in sequences, right? So, do you know, at that time, I was working on a project called the data of suicide. Data of suicide rates of students all over India. Do you know, friend? There are, in every day, students commit suicide. And I was searching for that, roots. My IPS officer was working on a similar project, and I was also given instructed to help him. So, do you know, my kids provided the answer that what is the root cause of the reasons behind this suicide. So from that moment, I really started to research. I read more than 200 books. So attended a number of workshops from that day. And at present, I have, constructed also my own workshop, and also I have kids, students, and people on how to memorize things. A little space of time. So the title of my talk is Human Wired Natural Acquisition. So I come to a conclusion that if we use our human wired natural acquisition, if I ask you a question that when we were kids, right, we learn a lot of things, but what we call them? Do we call it academic study? No. Because we and in our time we did not go school till 5 or 6 years. After 6 years old we attend school. Give one short demo. Please show me the PPT. Yeah. So there are lots of number of techniques that we can use to memorize our sequences. For example, everybody has bed, right? So we sleep in our bed, and we then go to our wash basin, right, for sprinkling water. And then this is the root method, right? We have to create one root in order to memorize any. If you memorize in speech, right, in sequencing, that also use this root method, right? So number one is my bed, wash basin. Third is bathroom. Fourth is water pot, right? Where you will drink water. And fifth is platform of your kitchen. It is green or black colored tiles. And then next is our TV set. In every home there is a TV set. So next week, next. So with that spots which I mentioned, we can put those facts, right? Which are target facts. For example, there is a Nobel Award, right, of India. So we see here you can relate this back to Rabindranath Tagore, but you have to use your imagination. First, you have to use your five senses, right, and then you have to use your six senses, that is imagination, and then you have to you must see the object in third dimension. 3D. You must have clear pictures of Rabindranath Tagore sitting on my back and reading Gitanjali. You have to the clothes. You need to smell. So, and you can never forget it. And then you have to create a story that when I get up in the morning, I found Rabindranath Tagore sitting on my bed. And I look at him, and then I and I saw C.V. Raman. The C.V. of Ram was hanging special. And then now appeared one C.V. Raman. Right? So we relate to that. And then third, then when I go to bathroom, so I saw one beautiful woman in white sari. And she was sitting on the, so this type of map, you can create a story and you can relate it. I bet you will never forget to use this story. So this is human wire acquisition. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
For this insightful speech. Now we have it's time to now call upon Toastmaster come on the stage to present his report of speakers.
So, as I mentioned earlier, I am putting the column timing. So TM Bhavesh because 7 minutes most qualified, but TM Gitanjali because 6 minutes 34 seconds also qualified, and TM Parag because 7 minutes 97 minutes qualified.
So each of the speaker is qualified, right?
Yes, I will launch now.
Okay. Now voting for the best speakers, link will be opening up soon. I will request each of you to vote for the best speaker, TM Bhavesh, TM Gitanjali, and TM Parag.
People are in list.
Sanchita, you both are really good. And guess you all three can share your message personally to area A2. So you can vote for these three members by sending private message to area A2 B98. Private.
Only 2 participants are there. Gitanjali madam, I shared the link. But
So the link has been shared in the group.
Sorry, Gitanjali madam's request.
I can't. I have joined from my mobile.
You can send it privately to area A2.
Okay.
The speaker, Toastmaster Gitanjali has generally actually won't appear for
Sure, you must have all now voted for the best speaker. It's now time to move forward with our today's theme. The second challenge that we face that hinders our growth and to start something new or something great, and that is I don't have time. Whenever I hear these words, I don't have time, it reminds me of a book. The bad news is that the time flies, but the good news is we are the pilot. It's up to us how we utilize this time. See, 24 hours are allotted to each one of us, but how we utilize this time makes all the difference. And I read a study that says the most successful people in the world, the healthy, will always choose education over entertainment every time. While the most unsuccessful people, the unhealthy, the unwealthy, and the unwise will always choose entertainment over education. So, to realize the value of 1 year, ask a student who ask an employee who didn't get his last month's salary. To realize the value of 1 week, ask an employee who is working in corporate how eagerly they are waiting for a weekend. Realize the value of 1 day. Ask a laborer who is working on a daily wage basis. To realize the value of 1 hour, ask the best friends who are waiting to meet after a long day. And to realize the value of 1 second, ask a person who just missed an accident. And lastly, to realize the value of 1 millisecond, ask a person who came second in the Olympics. Now, it's time to start with our second segment of our Toastmasters, which is table topics. And this is one of the interesting sessions that we have in our. So for this, I would like to hand over the stage to PM Dhruv, who will be conducting table topic session. PM Dhruv, please.
Good morning, members and esteemed guests. We've arrived at the most interesting and exciting part of the meeting. So today I will be playing the role of the table topic master. It is in this section that our impromptu on the spot thinking skill is tested, developed, and improved. The impromptu thinking skill is the prepared speech. Actually, today the role was taken by PM Santosh, but due to some unfavorable situation, we could not appear here. So he has sent me the questions. As PM Peter suggested last time, first I will be asking the question. Then I have prepared some cheats. I will unbiasedly pick up any of the cheat, and whoever's name or description comes, they must come here and speak about the topic. For the table topic session, the speaker has to speak for the qualification, has to speak a minimum of 1 minute and a maximum of 2 minutes. And the timer will give a indication at 1 minute, 1 minute and 30 seconds, and 2 minutes. So we can start.
This little one.
PM Santosh has tried to select the questions in such a way that. So the first question is your memorable struggle in life. First, I will select from the members so that it is easy for the guests. I will repeat the question. Your most memorable struggle in life, and this has to speak by the one who is serving the nation from all of us.
When he speaks the line, I reminded of my struggle because everybody has struggle. when I graduated in 1999, after graduation, I was really excited to enroll for army initially, but somehow my parents did not want me to join the army, so somehow I then decided to join police force. So initially, I remind that I went for 3 interviews. First, I went to Junagadh, and then as the value of time, I was just failed in running in microsecond. Right? Because I was also ill at that time, and then I went to Rajkot to give my second interview. So in that Rajkot, there is a high jump. So in that also, I did not look at that one drone remark marks. So with that we have to keep it out, right? So I failed, but I didn't quit, right? And then third attempt, I considered all the coaches, and then I learned skills. Then I finally went in Mehsana and I was selected. So this is the struggleful days that I remember. And I had my bicycle when I enrolled in the police initially. And now I have everything right. So this is wonderful struggle that is my story.
Thank you, P.M. So the second question is your definition of success and failure. We have 4 guests. One is online and 3 are offline. So I have 4 tips. The guest with the specs without the cap. Your definition of success and failure.
My definition of success, first off, this coming out and talking to you guys is becoming a bit easier every meeting. So that's good. My definition of success and failure, that's the topic I've been given. And my definition of success would be to work in a way that you're not dependent on anyone. That is my personal definition. To get a healthy work-life balance with your family and friends, because that is equally important. And the thing is that if failure is something that if you cannot find that balance, if you're not able to spend enough time with your family, ultimately you're working to spend time with your loved ones. Everything that you do is for your loved ones. It's not for, of course, certain people do it for other things, of course, but it is mostly for your loved ones. And yeah.
The third question is your passion and what you do for it. Your passion and what you do for it. We'll again go for the guests. The guest who arrived first today.
Only one word.
Your passion and what you do for it. Okay. Please take a name also.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Pratik Chawda. My topic is my passion and what I do for it, right?
Yes.
Okay. All of you means every human being is having a certain amount of passion from beginning of their childhood. Actually. So if I talk about me, my physical passion is adventure actually. Like unfortunately, actually in 10, when I was studying in school, I got higher grades actually 90% I got actually in maths. And that time I was forced to go into this engineering field. I did my engineering and mechanical engineering. And unfortunately, there also I got actually good grades. And really my passion was adventures. I was, fond of this scuba diving, skydiving. After getting my first job, actually I worked on my, this income and all this, like what I can say, monetary part. And I go for trainings, different trainings in the scuba diving and adventures. Places, I did all those things. And now after, 8 or 9 years of my career, I can say that I have fulfilled my actual passions. And I really want to take upon this different challenges, new challenges, and I take forward this task to a different level. After some years, I have some my, like some deadlines I have in my personal life. So that I really want to achieve, and I really want to take that forward. I really want to work upon this my passion. I want to really, build some, adventure training schools and those kind of things. Actually, I'm working on it. And after 7 years, I'm really want to do this. So this is my story about my passion and how I do different things to get, this task done and all this. So thank you for. Okay, thank you so much for listening.
The fourth question is, does age matter in success and why? Does age matter in success and why? I would like to take from one of the members. One with the green t-shirt.
Yes. Good morning once again. This is very interesting. Age matters in success. I firmly believe age doesn't matter in success. There are various examples which normally I can give it from the industry or from me. But I would like to give a personal anecdote. The earlier speakers normally, what are my interest normally by saying that he's share the same. When I was a child, I liked normally adventure sport, but of course, there are restrictions. But I wanted to learn that. And normally I grew up, I went normally to colleges, I tried to attend normally various adventure sports. And then normally I started learning and enjoying it. But as we grew up, we have a lot of issues, a lot of problems, a lot of things which has to be focused on. So my focus was diverted into age. But I can proudly say now, when I'm reaching the age of 40, 40 years time, I was certified as a skydiver. Now, age is very critical factor, especially after the age of 35. After the age of 35, when we start our journey towards the next phase of the life, our focus doesn't go for adventure sports. Our focus turns to a more calm, based on natural world. But the action which took me to get into it was something which made me a certified skydiver. So you follow the passion, when you follow for success, where success is defined as happiness by me, which means you achieve what you want to achieve. That's happiness. The age will never be a bad. And I'm still looking for it. Till 4 levels to be certified in a skydiving. I'm looking to do it just before my age 50.
Question is, your dreams in life and its planning. Your dreams in life and its planning. Will go for the guest. A lone online guest.
She left.
She left. Okay, then. Your dreams in life and its planning. Yes, your dreams are the planning about project.
Good morning. My name is Singh Padelia. I'm from Vadodara. So, given topic is what is dream and future plan. So, my dream is develop in my personal experience in a chemical engineering and my passion also in a chemical engineering. So, I like to complete my chemical engineering and then I'm working in an industry, core chemical industry. Core chemical engineering companies. And so many things which see most of the chemical engineering, so many wastage and so many things to harmful for the environment. So I can control it and develop more productions and management things with the automatically planned way and something new for the my plan in some advanced tech. I add on to my own company and for the animals are outside of the road and so many people are outside of the road. They can help me and one NGO or something dairy farms also and help out to the cows and buffaloes also and so many things they don't have and many.
The next question is the one thing you wish to start over again. The one thing you wish to start over again. The one busy with the laptop.
For this very good topic. One thing actually I want to start again. See, as I mentioned in my first time that but due to some reasons I came back. So I really want to go if I have a chance to start again. So I would prefer that I would stay there. So because I saw there are so many things that will help me to follow my passion. As he suggested, as he what Galpat said. So I see work from the chemistry from this scientific purpose. We have so many facilities outside. Those are not well developed in India. And also our typical mindset of this high level people are also not so. So it is very open there. And those people, they prefer innovation, they support it, and they will provide all kind of support. So it's really great if you want to have something, you want to achieve something there, and it's very open. You post your ideas and get the support. So I really like to have those things. Thank you.
Last question, we will go for the online. We have mother and daughter pair. We will select one. The question is, what if you have time machine? What if you have time machine? So the daughter can please take the question.
She's there.
Hi, should I take it up?
Yes.
Could you please repeat the topic? I didn't hear it. What if I was a time machine, or what if I had a time machine?
What if you have a time machine?
Okay. Mr. Table Topics Master, fellow Toastmasters, and most welcome guests. As the theme of this meeting says, it's never too late. When we think of this, we always realize there were so many things we wanted to do. Maybe climb a mountain, or swim a sea, or do something else, or travel the world. At that time, the first thing that comes to mind, what if I had a time machine? I might have done so much more. But everyone has their own time zone. There are people who have started late in their life. As we see in the recent Finland Open Championships, there's this lady who's 94 years old and who started her sports career, or let's say practice, just this December, last December, and she is winning gold medals. So I would say that we all have our own time zones. It would be great if we had time machines. Then we would never grow old. We would always keep on going back to our youth or childhood. We would try to do things. But then the enthusiasm, the ability, the motivation to do things will go. We will always think that, okay, we can procrastinate, delay things till tomorrow. If need be, we'll always go back in time and do things. But we will never have time like this way. So even if I had a time machine, I would rather like not to use it and go on with my life as usual, because I would like to do things in my time zone where I have the complete motivation to pursue something regardless how much of activities are present in my plate. No matter how much you have, when you have a will, you can always find a way. Therefore, yes, if I had a time machine, I would not use it, but I would like to present it in Toastmasters. If anyone would like to have it, I would be glad to gift it up. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
At the end of this session, it is because of this impromptu speaking skills that Ajay is developed in us. I would just like to add one quote to the theme of today. There is a very famous proverb which says that the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The second best time is today. So better late than never. Thank you.
Toastmaster Blue for this amazing session and the amazing questions that were asked to our guests and members. I will call timer. Everyone was qualified. So everyone was qualified for the best table topic speaker. I will ready. Voting link is still open.
Yeah, I will share.
So voting link for shared soon. Voting link has been shared. Please vote for the best table topic speaker.
Online members can personally share their message to area A2 D90.
Yeah, they are doing.
Okay, I hope you all have voted for the best table topic speaker. Now it's time to call upon stage general evaluator of the day.
Hi everyone. Just as a plant needs proper nurturing, a good speaker also needs effective feedback to constantly improve. In this section, I am the general evaluator and I will be helped by my team of evaluators in evaluating the performance of the entire meeting. I will start with the speech evaluators. With that, I have the first evaluator who's pretty lazy and always delays things, but still she has to come because I have invited her. Toastmaster Sanchita, please be on stage to evaluate the speaker number 1. Thank you, G. I really like the appreciation you gave me. We have always been proud of our country, but there are very few times we go to think beyond what is visible to us. Today, Bhavesh showed us there is way beyond depth to the things that we just see. And that depth includes science, reason, cause, and effect. Greetings to everybody and especially to my target speaker, Toastmaster Bhavesh. Congratulations for a brilliant speech. You took up a topic which is very close to us. You prepared nice slides. Those were not common monuments or common things. They were pretty uncommon. You just not only showed the image, but you connected it with science. You have nicely begun by asking a question to your audience. That way, you encourage the audience to participate in your speech. And then you went ahead with your slide, asked questions, gave details, gave scientific details, and then at the end of it, you motivated us to look beyond the things and be proud of our country. The speech had a good beginning, a body, and a conclusion. It was a well-organized speech. You kept looking at the audience. I did not see moving away, although once in a while you had to manipulate the slides. Still, you maintained eye contact with your audience. That was very good. You have the potential to go beyond the obvious. I have few suggestions in that department. First, your title was India and its history we should be proud of. Your title should be more suspenseful. Can you think of few things, or can you think of the things we can be proud of in the Indian history? Leave some suspense for the audience to look for in your speech so that they are over the edge to hear to you. Secondly, add voice modulation. Even the scientists are confused about how this came into being. Can you believe this pillar was made in India, or this iron hasn't rusted today? You have to add voice modulation that keeps your audience engrossed to your speech. Overall, good content, well-researched content, nice presentation, beautifully done slides, eye contact, nicely maintained. Keep the suggestions in mind and it will be a brilliant speech. Over to you, GE. Thank you, Toastmaster Sanchita. Now we come to the evaluation of my second speaker. And for that, I would like to invite Toastmaster Yogesh. Toastmaster Yogesh, please be on the stage.
Good morning, everybody. And special good morning to my target speaker, Toastmaster Gitanjali. Let me start first by congratulating my target speaker. The project objectives. It's very difficult to keep audience engaged, and she had aced today. Congratulations. In a storytelling, there are always three ingredients which are very important for a narration. Selection of a story. Audience engagement completely defines on what story you are selected. The audience needs to believe that they are part of that story. My target speaker has done a very good job in that. She has taken a personal anecdote, a nice story, where we all must be relating somewhere our childhood days. We were also naughty, or we wanted to be naughty. In either cases, we are connected with the story. Very good job in that. Second important aspect of storytelling is a narration of the story. In spite of having a very good story, if the narration is not perfect, the audience will never get engaged. And when it comes to a narration, there are not many things to be considered. It comes with your body language, it comes with your eye contact, it comes with your involvement with your own story. But my target speaker, Toastmaster Gitanjali, has again aced. She was completely engaged with her own story, which implicitly forces us to connect with the story and get engaged with it. That's a good storytelling. And then comes the third, which is not very important but a necessary. Surprise factor. That also, today's target speaker, Toastmaster Gitanjali, has aced with coming to an end of the story and revealing this is a personal story. Started off with any general story that we would feel this is a fiction story which is getting told, and then suddenly made it that is me.
where audience that suddenly get a shock, a nice way, and connects with that. With this, they have acceleration. But I have two short observations which I would like to share because Master Gitanjali take this page or storytelling to the next level. Number one, voice modulation. Your entire storytelling was in a single voice. You could change your voice modulation when you're growing up. You started your story as a child and you came as a natural way. You could change your voice to elevate that so the audience gets connected with it. Number two, role play. There were too many stories where even narration was going on. You could have a story with a that the incidents from your childhood which you are narrating could have actually played out where the audience would again see a drama and get connected. With this 2 point, I think your storytelling narration could go from this level to the next level. And as I say in all evaluations, when this crazy little things like storytelling comes in, please seek it, nurture it, and strike back again. Thank you.
Now I would like to call upon my third evaluator, Toastmaster Nikhil. And he's going to evaluate Toastmaster Parag. Toastmaster Nikhil, the stage is all yours.
Good morning all once again. So, our third speaker, TM Parag, and his objective is more about to engage the audience. And throughout the speech, I would say he has achieved that objective of his speech. He has started with the personal story. So, this is the it's a personal story. It's really very well engaging with the audience because it will be unique because nobody has heard your personal story before that. So that is the brilliant start that you have started your speech. Apart from that, your objective was you need to prove your viewpoint of thoughts with the numbers, with analytics. And I would say you have proved your points with the number like 20 students per day, or you have read 200 books during that time. So these are the numbers are really very well engaging to the audience. I enjoy your speech throughout because you have not mentioned only the problem, but end of your speech you also provide the solution. And the solution of that particular genuine problem of our society. So that is really the best part of your speech. I would say your eye contact was super awesome. Like you were looking everywhere. So this is the really plus point of your speech. Apart from that, I observe you are with your speech. Like when you were talking, I was super awesome. So like as an audience, we feel that you were actually sitting on that chair working on the computer. So I would say this is the level of free speech. It was super awesome. You met your objective, and you as per your objective, whatever points that you need to cover already covered in your speech. There are few things which I observe. I would like to highlight over here. The first is like, though you have a very good hand posture and everything, but still you can improve. For example, when you are talking, like my son came to me, so that time you can do little change. Papa, I need your help or something. You can change your tone that audience can more enjoy your story along with the different kind of the tone. Apart from that, you also use mostly this part. Certainly, you have a couple of instructions in your speech over there. You can use like bathroom, you are talking about bathroom, you are talking about bedroom. You can use this, though it will not have much space, but still in the next speech, you can include that part. The one part which I would like throughout your speech, you haven't asked any question to audience. It's always good. Like you just ask, do you know how many students suicide per day? Like kind of to have a more connection with the audience. Last one which I would like, I observed somewhere you are running out of time, means 5, 6, 7. So like before speech, do little bit preparation. So at least come to know at 5 minutes, I must do over 6 minutes. So at least you spend some time in the conclusion. But overall, it's a really super awesome speech. I learned so many things from your speech, and this is the really genuine issue of our society that you have highlighted and you also provided the solution. I wish you all the best for the next one. Thank you very much.
Can I ask the timer to give the report of the evaluators? Thank you. I would like to call upon the table topics evaluator now, Toastmaster Tarun.
Thank you, Ji.
Toastmaster Tarun, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Ji. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and our guests. So today I will be evaluating all the table topic speakers. Before I evaluate the table topic speakers, let me give a round of applause to TM Dhruv. Immediately for the role from Santosh because circumstances should not join TM Dhruv took his role. And he actually took a unique way to call upon all the guests as well as the table topic. That was very good. So thank you for the role. Now the topics which were selected for the today's table topic were very like everybody did deliver a good speech, like everybody, because the topics are such that everybody could relate their own story. So that was very good part of the topic, and everyone, most of the speakers like TM Parag, Pratik, TM Yogesh, TM Ganeshwar, and TM Sanchita could relate to their own stories. Right? I will start with each of the speakers and take tell one positive and one of the negative part which I observed which can be improved. Starting with TM Parag. Yeah, your topic was apt. You maintained a good eye contact and hand gesture, and you narrated the table topic with your personal story. And that was a plus point. Again, I think already your utilization of same, the same feedback is for the table topic. Kuldeep, you told upon work-life balance. That was very good on the topic. Again, the same feedback as hand gesture and state utilization that also applies to you as well. Pratik, you were very apt. Your speech was very good, flawless. You were fluent. The same feedback also good. Like you can utilize the stage more by doing. Apart from that, there is no negatives in your speech. TM Yogesh is always fluent, good, and perfect in his speech. No negatives on your speech. Dalpat Singh. Yeah, so Dalpat Singh, when you started, I think you also gave your personal story. You shared your dreams, but your body was very stiff. So I think when you are so that it shows your confidence. If you are very stiff, it shows you are very nervous. Because the speech, like this time the speech title was available, so we had at least some time to think. So you should always be alert when the title is being shared, and you know maybe it's your turn. So maybe your body is a little bit more stiff, so that you can work upon. TM Ganeshwar, again, you will share your personal story, very good movement, all positive, there is no negative. And TM Sanchita, it was surprise to all of us, given a time machine, she opted not to take the time machine, so that was very good on her part, but and she of the time machine very well. So hats off to you. All the speakers were today very good, and all the best and congratulations to all.
Thank you. I would now like to call upon the AHA counter, Toastmaster Adil. The stage is all yours.
Thank you so much, generally valuable. So, hello everyone. You might remember me, your conscious friend. Beta is Vikram. Just like Beta has back for Vikram, I have your back, and I'm here to report the R counter report. I will start with, before giving a report, I would just give some advice to everyone. Why usually we tend to pause or say or any repetition of word. We have a tendency to think about what we would be speaking next. So in that situation, that pause or is a filler which takes out of our mouth. So usually while you are at home or any place, try to think in English, because we as a native Hindi speaker or Gujarati speaker, we tend to think in our native language. So while we are delivering in English, that Hindi or Gujarati won't help you in English, because if you convert that Hindi or English into basically Hindi or Gujarati into English, it would be different, make a different sense. So that would be my suggestion to everyone. Decide upon your next move. Audience don't know your next move, but you know what you are going to see. With that said and done, as a friend, I would not point out how many times you made a particular mistake. Rather, I would just point where you words or how many basically hours that you can work upon, or what words that you can consciously work upon. So I would start with Toastmaster Ashish. Is something, it's not that problem for you. Goes is something that has trouble while you were speaking. So goes was the word. Having some trouble while you were speaking. Toastmaster Bhavesh, is a bit problem. So and you know are major culprit for it. Toastmaster Vitalji, as always, you were flawless. Toastmaster Kirit, you were also flawless. Toastmaster Parag is something that you need to work upon. You know, then, and act. These three are basically your enemy, which you have to try to fight in next speech or whenever you speak next time. So consciously make sure that you are working on this aspect. Toastmaster Drew, so basically everyone has this issue of so. I also have it, but yes, we have to consciously think about so. Yes, Kuldev, if you nod, like there was some word which was repeated, you nod was repeated. So the and was repeated sometimes, so you can work upon. Yes, Pratik, actually, and you know. I was able to figure out that you know is also coming every time. Because we all know. So try to figure out why it's coming every time. So that is, it's common for everyone. Toastmaster Yogesh, during your evaluation, you were flawed. But while you were giving impromptu, normally was the word which was, so it was like normally I do, normally I did this. So that was only problem. Yes, Darbar, one thing that I connected, and is a chemical engineer, so we can surely connect. And was something which was getting failed in most of the segments. So you can just work upon thinking first and then you can speak. So and was a filler word which is getting added in most of the segments. Kaneshwar, again a culprit is so. So is a major culprit for you. You were flawed. Toastmaster Sanjita taking a 2 role back to back, you were flawless. Toastmaster Yogesh for evaluation, you were flawless. Toastmaster Nikhil, so and like. So and is repeated for most of us. So we have to tackle this culprit and move forward. And in the end, I won't back out, back myself. Myself, I had like and so I also have this issue, but I will consciously work upon it from next time. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, GM Adil, for a nice report. I would now like to call upon our grammarian, Toastmaster Kirit. The stage is all yours.
Yeah, please. Best one.
Table topic is
The table top is over. Yes, it's over. Yeah.
Okay. I hope everybody is voted now. Before I go to the grammar and talk, I think I'm very brief, of course. I would just like to take liberty of the president to say lines. Vinod Bhatt is a very good Gujarati humor writer, and he's a humor speaker also. He expired, of course, last year. He was once asked, what is the difference between a friend and a good friend? What is the difference between a friend and a good friend? He said that when you are in hospital and you are having a plaster, a friend will ask, come and ask, how are you and where is the pain? Good friend will come and ask, are you in nurse? So, grammatically, if you use certain phrases, it enhances your speech. Now, I would just very quickly say that Parag introduced the book and he was saying that Stephen Covey's book, but he was saying Covey. So, it was slightly miscarried. It was Covey. President Adi used some beautiful phrases, not steal the thunder. I think everybody should learn this. Due diligence. And right now, and so are your enemies. So this is the way you should tackle those. Very good to use. Timothy Assis also used some very beautiful phrases. Of course, it was written, but I would say you can always keep a note in hand. There's no need to just keep on table. Toastmaster deck is allowed to refer to notes. So he said beautifully, fast forward, divide and pause. Something very, very unique. Everybody should use it. He also said the value of time analogy he described very well. Value of week, month, year. Everybody should remember it. Only one mistake he made that time is priceless. Time is free, but it is priceless, which is contradictory. If you say time is free, but it is valuable. When you say priceless and free, ultimately it is the same. Toastmaster Bhavesh, the speaker number one, he had a very common mistake we all make. When you say people, it's always people heavy, not happy. People are always going to happy. And when you say to find out is also probing. To find is the right word. So Vasco da Gama and Columbus kind of find, not find out. Find out is a probing. Gitanjali, of course, flawless, but as always. Toastmaster Bharat, when it came to speech, he made the one very glaring error that our committing society. Best extreme mind. Development master Drew. Only one mistake he made that it is not the subject, the problem. And I also don't like the word people use my target speaker because you're not targeting. There is a popular in the medium. Mr. Patel and Development say that management team. There is nothing like management team. And Sanchita and Yogesh in evaluation, I think how to speak. And all the guests, all Toastmasters, I would request you see how they speak, how beautifully they aligned the speech in evaluation. Nikhil, of course, excellent. You will absolutely excellent. Except that one mistake he made, enjoy more. More always follows, but never comes before. More enjoying, enjoy more. And Evaluator Tarun, he made one mistake that you undue, unforeseen circumstances people don't come, not undue. That's about all. Thank you.
Thank you, Kirit sir. It's always a pleasure to hear you. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my time for evaluation. We started the meeting 10 minutes late, but still we were able to proceed smoothly. I appreciate our president or presiding officer for adjusting the time and delaying or moving the guest introduction till the end. It was nice to see the tradition of book recommendations are back, and I would love to see them continue. Now come to the TMOD, Toastmaster Ashish. I saw you were pumped. Before itself, you were exercising before the meeting itself. Very good. You did not use any notes. Very nice selection of topics. Keep it up. We come to the timer. Toastmaster Khan, very good. You've started taking up roles again, and I hope you continue doing so. We would look forward to your speeches as well. Toastmaster Adil, in addition to being the presiding officer, you also took up our counter. This shows enthusiasm when people come forward to take multiple roles. Toastmaster Kirit sir, as usual, Whenever you come to stage, you set a role model for all of us to follow. Now we come to the speakers. The speakers have done a great job, and all the speakers have nicely been evaluated by all the evaluators. Now we come to the table topics. Toastmaster Dhruv, you very nicely came on the stage and explained the process of entire table topics, and then you have selected nice topics. Very good. Toastmaster Tarun, I'm impressed with the way you have evaluated the table topics. I hope you continue doing so. And then we have the overall meeting very nicely done. SAA, Toastmaster Dhyaneshwar, you came on time, you adjusted everything, you gave the introduction, you participated in table topics. I really appreciate your enthusiasm. I would like to have a special mention of Toastmaster Dhruv, Tarun, Dhyaneshwar, Parag, and Adil, Kirit, everyone. It's very good you all are coming forward, especially the new ones, especially you people are taking up roles. I would like to see you continue like this. When you take up membership, it's not just the end, it is just the beginning. You have to start working on yourself. It's a self-help club. So as you take more and more roles and speeches, you build the confidence of standing on stage and giving your speeches. So I hope what you have started, you continue. You will set role models for everyone. Over and all, very good meeting, very nicely organized everything. Although we started late, we met all the targets. We are almost on time. And I congratulate the entire team. And this is how we should always be. With this, I hand over to the TMOD of the day, Toastmaster Ashish.
For each of the segments that we have replaced with it. Now it's time to share the another challenge that while starting over again to start something again. That is, I will fail. And this is one of the most common phrases that have destroyed more dreams than anything else. What if I will fail? What if things don't work out? And I will take my personal example here. That this is the first time that I am playing TMOD role in the Toastmasters. And what if I convince myself that I won't be able to do this? If I will come with and then notes. I will never get to know the taste of success until I have felt the sting of failure. And having achieved success after repeated failures is probably because this will give a great sense of satisfaction, and we will feel that everything we went through was all worth it. We all know Facebook is the largest social media company in the world. Oh no, it's not the first social media company, it's the 10th social media company. Google that we use in our daily lives is the 12th search engine across the globe. Similarly, Tesla wasn't the first electric car company, and Amazon wasn't the first e-commerce company. What makes these companies successful is the belief the founders have in them. What if the founders have convinced themselves that to my competitors, they have also been. So success and being first are two different things. Imagine my afraid of being the same. They would never take a shot. Imagine Steve Jobs afraid of being but not liking his product, there would have been no Apple. So, fail. And one of the philosophers put it best. Ever failed? Right? Ever failed? No matter. Try again. Try again. Fail again. Fail better. Because of success is the result, then failure. So that's all from my side. On the challenges that we face to start something again.
Obviously, there might be other challenges on the road to success, but how we deal with it. So the next step, whenever you face any of these challenges, say to yourself, it's never too late to start something again, to start something that makes you happy, start something that you're passionate about. So stop regretting and start fresh. That's all from my side on this, and thank you for wonderful audience. I hope this session was helpful to you to some extent. I will now hand over the stage to our president of the club, Toastmaster Adil, to share the yes.
What known as an apt theme and a perfect conclusion. So better late than never. Like we shifted this introduction to the end so that we can accommodate some time here and there. But I won't steal the thunder of our guest today. I would like to call upon our first guest to basically give your name, what you are currently doing, and what insisted or what encouraged you to attend this.
So my name is Patel. I am from Vadodara. And first in my college, one meeting session I attended, and sir told me to improve your skills or communication skills. You go join to the Toastmasters. If you just curiosity. So that's why.
Like the right place, as the name suggests, it will start something. So you are at the right juncture or at the right stage to do upon further, and I'm sure that this family or members will get out in this journey. Fully by next week, a feedback also. You can share feedback.
Hello everyone, my name is Deep. I work as a copywriter and I've been wanting to come here for a while and I'm finally here. And it really helps me and it's been easy every time.
Thank you so much. And also the voting has started for two role players and supporting role player.
Role player baki, supporting and everybody is voted.
Online, you can just send personally in chat. So basically, we are voting for best role player and best supporting role player. So you can privately message it to area A2. This will be nice.
About this meeting, I really enjoyed the roles given to different Toastmasters. There are different tasks actually. When I attended the first meeting, that time the person who is noting down this time and all this is the timer for him. He needs to play a different role now today. So these are all these different tasks which are given to different Toastmasters. I really enjoyed it. And Mr. Bharat, actually, I really motivated the audience, especially me actually. So because for the speakers are actually good, and the evaluator especially they have to keen on the speaker who is speaking, and noting down the thing. Sorry, I'm using actually more. So, and this thing I really enjoyed it. The atmosphere about this room is energetic. It's really good. Thank you.
Basically, noting down the mistakes and help a lot. So it's never too late to start. So we are here to learn we have our drawbacks and challenges. We are here to learn through it and help each other overcome their challenges. So I'm sure that we would be doing more. I would take the ownership of the meeting getting delayed. So there is no excuse or no hide away because we as you have selected us as ITSCOM and this is our responsibility. I have an announcement to make that from the next meeting we are planning to shift from here to somewhere else. The place is still under discussion and it would be, I say, a better option because it has space. Like here we have space constraint because of the pole and some technical issues. So we are in the search or lookout for the incoming, basically incoming days as such. We would be noting it down on the group as well as on the guest group. So that is something we are actually working upon and it is getting slow. We are working bits and pieces and we started off with the certificate, physical certificate. And secondly, now we would be moving on to a new place so that our meeting become a more seamless without flaws. And as I started off with an important aspect, which was behavioral skill, I missed an anecdote, but I feel that it is an important aspect. So I want to share it with you. There was one technological executive. So technology executive was too wealthy. Like he was rich enough to buy anything. Like he can point it out and it would turn gold. So he was so powerful, but he had one peculiar behavior. He was peculiar with money and people interact. He used to carry bundles of notes of size of brick in his pocket or in his coat. Usually brag about it. That I am so wealthy. You are nothing in front of me, and things like that. How many of you have done skipping stones? Basically, in the pond, you pick up the stone and you throw how many times. So most of us online as well, members might have done that skipping stone near the pond or lake. So one fine day he asked his servant that can you please go down to the jewelry shop and bring me $10,000 worth of gold coins. So servant he did his work and brought him $10,000 coin of gold. What he did was he went with his colleague and played skipping stone with those. We as a normal person would think, oh, what a waste of money, what this person is doing is to show off. And I would point it out here, this behavior didn't last long. This led to his fall down and he went broke. So I just want to highlight here, wherever you are in your life, whichever position you hold, whatever skill you are best at, don't take it for granted or show something like point it out to something or brag about it. Because if you are rising a hill, there is always a fall. So you should always be conscious about it and don't brag about it. So behavioral skill come handy here. How you manage with people you have, how you interact with them, how you face when you face a particular situation, how you actually face it rather than just backing it up. So this is an important aspect. This will go a long way in business, how you handle with money. This will go well in a leadership role, how you manage your people and basically resources. And this would definitely go a long way with public speaking. How you nurture a particular skill and how you take it on. So with this, I would adjourn this meeting and thank you so much for guests and everyone to join. And sorry, certificate I left.
Best role play. Vote for the best role play.
So still voting is going on. You can vote for best role play. Till then, I can fill in like our counter. So I will be a filler. We do make mistakes and it happens consciously or consciously. But you should take opportunity to try to forget it and move forward. So in today's meeting, actually I made two mistakes. but Toastmaster Sanjita gave a praise to me that I shifted guest introduction to the end, but actually in the hurry I forgot about it in the start. But still, it's a good reminder for me as well and for other people. And we are open to feedback. If anything you want to tell about a particular meeting. So we are trying to move into a new device where is this issue, and hopefully in the next meeting we would try to club clubs and organize a joint meeting so that we get a gist of how other clubs are doing and how we can also get the feel that how we are organizing a particular. Next meeting, most probably it would be a combined meeting. I would take a help from area director, Toastmaster English, and we would plan joint meeting so that we can also get the gist of the venue and how we are getting adapted. And for the members who are watching this video after like on YouTube or so, I would insist you that please try to come offline because offline is something that gives a real feel, and that's it from us.
Please go. Whatever the grammar is given the inputs or the aha counter is given the inputs, you can literally hear your speech and then you can map it. Okay, this was the point where I missed. Because you read it all unconsciously, so you might be feeling abola. You can actually go and see on it.
First certificate, best prepared, but best prepared speaker of the day. Any guesses? It's Toastmaster Bhavesh. Let's go tabletop speaker, Toastmaster Bhavesh. This evaluator of the day, Toastmaster Nikhil. Skip this one, but the best supporting role player of the day. It goes to Toastmaster Adil. And last but not the least, best role player of the day, Toastmaster. Since Toastmaster took it on the spot and delivered beautifully, that gets a credit for it. Yes. So with this, I joined the meeting, and if there are any flaws or miss from our side, I to take ownership of it and apologize.